Hey everyone, and hopefully everybody's doing very well out there still, because it has been a while. What you just heard was my take on the guitar solo in the Winter by the Rolling Stones. That song was on the 1973 Goat's Head Soup album. It's still on that album, by the way. That solo was of course played by no one less than the great Mick Taylor. If you have seen a couple of other videos on this channel, you can probably tell that this is a little bit of an obsession of me. I don't know if it's already into like a progressed disease, sickness kind of a thing. I don't think it is. I just really happen to like this stuff. And hopefully in this video I'll be able to teach you how to play this solo. I'll analyze some notes against the harmony. So hopefully in the end of this video you'll be able to also grasp the ideas theoretically to some extent. So you'll be able to implement the ideas into your own improvisations. Now, a fun fact about Winter is that this is actually the creative work of Mick Taylor and Mick Jagger together. They wrote the song, and the songwriting credits went to Mick Jagger and Keith Richards.
But so what? You know, I mean...
So go figure about all of the reasons that Mick Taylor probably have had when he finally decided to leave the Stones. I can certainly name a few, and I can also imagine this. So the Goat's Head Soup album in 1973, it's kind of a weird album, I think. Please leave a comment if you agree. Of course, this is still in the midst of their creative peak, but it sort of feels that it also announces a slight decline of their creative peak. Maybe they really needed a break at this point and they never took one. Of course, the Goat's Head Soup album features many great and important classics such as Angie, very big hit of course, Dancing with Mr. D, Star Star, and this Winter. Winter was actually the first studio session to go on that album. In 2020 there was a new version released with a couple of new bonus tracks and great sounding new mixes. And also that supplementary Brussels live show recorded in 1973. It's all definitely worth a listen because it features new great Magic Stones moments right there. Now the way the solo sounds and feels on the record is truly amazing. Of course this is playing style to begin with, but it has this beautifully saturated high end on the top. And it also has this snap, and tape is very likely to do this. And I wouldn't be amazed if the amp used on the record was actually just nothing more than maybe a simple Vibro champ or something, mic'd off axis to tame some of the high end and to create this sort of a honkiness to it. It could also be like a Tweed era champ or another Tweed amp. It could also be this notorious amp pack combo you see a lot in Stones recording sessions in that era. You name it. Please leave a comment if you happen to have any actual information on this, because it's actually one big mystery to me. So for guitar it's probably a humbucker loaded Les Paul, a classic 59 Les Paul or something. It could also be an SG. My fair guess is that it is actually an SG by the way it sort of sounds on the bridge pickup. This is a personal experience, but in my personal experience, an SG's bridge humbucker sounds a little bit thicker, a little bit more closed than in a Les Paul. And the neck pickup actually sounds a little bit more transparent than a Les Paul. In a Les Paul guitar, the two sound a little bit more balanced, and in an SG they tend to sound a little bit more separated from each other. But hey, again, please leave a comment if you have any actual information on this. Now, of course, you saw me using my 1972 Deluxe conversion again, as in most of my videos. I also happen to have a video up here or there somewhere where we fully service this guitar. I will also leave a link in the description so you can check that out later if you like. It's very long, but we're going to take the guitar apart, we will clean all the parts, we will inspect everything, we will set up the neck, clean the fretboard, do a full electronic overhaul, set the intonations, set all the pickups. Everything we had to do to make this guitar pristine again, so go check that out if you're interested. It's now time to go to the solo tutorial. I will leave some links in the description to both the transcription to follow along more easily, as well as the backing track for practice, convenience, and of course fun. So hopefully you will have a good time with this. Let's go. Okay, let's do this. I will play each line first in a regular speed, then I'll play it more slowly. I will analyze the notes where I think might be useful, and then I'll play it again. The first line starts on the 4th count. I will do a little count in. So we start 1, 2, 3. Then more slowly. what's important is this is not going to be with a slide. We're going to play this in this positioning from the 9 to 11 on the G string. This happens on the A chord. It's going to be like a perfect fifth, a major 6. Then the tonic, we are of course bending our major second up to the major third. Now here is the thing, this is probably the essence of this guitar solo, what makes it sound that great. This bending note, I mean this bended up note, major second to major third over A, is going to sound like a major 7 over D, because it happens over the D chord. So the moment this note is bended, it's going to sound like a D major 7 as a whole, which is, I think, is pretty nice. It gives it that lush, mellow, melancholic touch. This is with a pull off here. Then we play this 9th fret on G string up to the 11th. This is going to sound over the A chord again, which gives it a major 6 beautiful sound. So we go from major 6 to perfect 5th to major 3rd again over the A chord. Here's the line again. And here again on the regular speed, starting on the 4th count. 1, 2, 3. Like that. The next line goes like this, also on the 4th count. So 1, 2, 3. Beautiful, I think. So here we have a hammer on there. These are picked, then we bend our 12th string, bend our 12th position B string up to this major 7 again. This time with a pretty heavy vibrato. Mick Taylor is known for having this beautiful vibrato. It's always really nicely pitch correct and very intensive. I mean, very intense emotionally. You can accomplish this by, let's say, a movement within a movement. So there's very little finger work, so to say. There's a bit of wrist movement, and you will actually shake the guitar a little bit, shake the instrument under the string. You get this sort of multi-dimensional vibrato sound. And don't mind a pretty rugged pitch alteration. That's beautiful, I think. So these are very cool slided sounds. Like that. That gives this beautiful legato tone. Make use of the sustain. And it gives it this nice sort of a burned sound. Now this next little section is a little bit tricky. I think he plays it all the way through in a legato style. Let me play it first in a regular speed. Like that. If that doesn't work for you completely, you can always try to add some pick notes to make it a little bit more attacky, so to say, but you lose a bit of the legato style. Whoops. I think he plays it like that on the record. You could try to do it like this. So you would have some beef on that second fret on the G string. This is happening over the A chord. This will be like a major 3rd, major 2nd, and a tonic. Major 2nd, tonic again. On the D chord we go to. Pretty beautiful. So you have a major 6, perfect 5th, and then a major 2nd over D. Gives it that melancholic sound again. Let me play this whole line once more. Or something like that. Next line. This is still happening over the D chord. Now he doesn't really think of this harmonically in D, I think. This is like an A major line. More a little bit of in a diatonic fashion. Over A you could say this is a perfect fourth, major third, tonic, perfect fifth, perfect fourth again, to the major third, and then to the tonic. That's going to be on the A chord. Let's see how he plays this on the sheet. This is with pull-offs, of course. And this is with a pull-off. Nice vibrato like that. The next line is going to be a little bit of a longer one, complexer line. Let me play the whole thing through and then we talk through it. Let me play it once more slowly. On the sheet you can see exactly how the legato techniques are in this one. I will try to play it as correctly as possible. Okay, so this is happening over the A chord still. That's going to be, of course, a major third, perfect fifth, major sixth tonic. That's a major third, going back to the major second sliding. This is happening over D already. You hear? Nice major six over there. That's a major second over D again. Now that's all the way slided through legato wise. Pretty nice, huh? Major second, major third, perfect fifth. And then we play this hammer, double hammer pull style thingy. I think this is also like, you could say tapped. There's a T on the sheet there. But this is of course hammered. And those are all in slides again, except for this sixth over there. So the whole thing slowly sounds like this. So the whole thing again. Right? Okay, the next line, I really like the next line. This is on the A chord again. We play a pickup line on the fourth count. Here's how it goes. The cool thing is that this note is going to sound on the D chord. So it's going to be a major 7 again. Now it's going to sound quite low in the frequency spectrum. But it doesn't matter. It gives us this D major 7 sound. Make sure you take the time to really emphasize the sound of the bending of the note. That makes it beautiful. Like that, from the second to this 7th on the D string. That's happening on the A chord, so we will have a perfect fifth, major 6, perfect fifth again, to the tonic. Nothing special there, note-wise. Okay, next line. A little bit similar. This time we do a pretty heavy vibrato. We really need to shake the guitar now in this one. It's pretty cool. Nice. What's happening here? Ah, it's new. Timing wise, a little bit vague here, but it doesn't matter. You know, you could say this is feel. It's not. I mean, you can sort of write it down exactly. I guess on the record it's played like this, sort of loosely in the feel. Right? So that's again on this D chord. That's on the A chord again. So note-wise, again, the same thing. That's a pickup on the A chord, perfect fifth, major 6 and the tonic. Now we have a major 7, major 6, perfect fifth, major 3rd on the A chord again, a major 6, perfect fifth, tonic, major 6, perfect fifth again. Right? There we go to sort of in triplets on the first count. Ta 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 tam tam tam. We already saw that one. Now let me play this whole thing slowly. Right? Do we need to analyze this? No, let's give it a shot. This is on the D. We saw these notes before. Major 7, the major 6, and a major 2nd again. Yes, we play this horizontally. Give these beautiful sounds. Then this A major line sounds over D in this first section. It would be like, let's say, tonic major 7. I don't think Mick Taylor thinks like this. Is probably just the thought of a sus4 going back to a major 3rd. And this over the A chord, tonic, perfect 5th, major, perfect 4th, major 3rd, and tonic again. It's nice to have this vibrato there. The whole line again. Okay, the next line has a pretty cool little sequence in it. Here's how it goes. So at some point we go into triplets. That's on the 4th count of this pickup. That's still in 16th. This is going to be over a major 3rd, then the perfect 5th and major 2nd. And this 1, 2, 3 in A is already played in triplets. So you would go from 16 notes ta 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 into triplets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Then on the D chord we go all the way in triplets. That last section is not really in triplets. It's not in 16s either, but it's not a 16 note either. But yeah, I wrote it down in 16 notes. You could play it in between 16 notes and triplets feel wise. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Okay, this is actually played in the A major pentatonic scale. Let's do a little bit of overthinking here. Over the D chord, the sounds are pretty exciting. Let's play it against a D root note and then we'll analyze the notes. So that sounds like a major 6, a major 2nd or 9, major 7, major 3rd, that's a perfect 5th, make it to the major 3rd, then we go to that major 7 again, major 7, major 6, and back to the perfect 5th. So in time over D, that bar, all in triplets right there. Now we land on this bar. I wrote it down in 16ths. It's not in 16ths or triplets. It's sort of in between. You can sort of play it in the feel. Listen to the record and try to replicate that feel. These are the things that are feel-based. It's really hard to like get it down to paper exactly as played in a sort of non-thinking way. Let me play the whole line once again and then we move on. Right? We're nearing the end of this fantastic little solo. It's not that long. Here it goes. First we play, let me play this in a regular speed first. Yeah, it's hammer on. Like that. Now, this is pretty plain stuff over E, perfect fifth, major sixth, major sixth, major sixth, tonic there. Then we do this pretty heavy bending and vibrato. Make sure you get the pitch correct and make a nice rugged pitch alteration. Shake the whole instrument if you need to. Sounds like a major 7 over D. Take the time to get the sound of the bendings nicely. Back to the major, no, back to the perfect fifth. Over A. Major 6 and perfect fifth. Okay, next line actually continues on that note. We play this in a legato style. So we have... I don't know how he does it. Maybe we should consider playing this note with our first finger. So we can do this. Otherwise we do have to do this with the second finger and the third finger. It's pretty challenging. Because that is the line. Let's do this again. Let's try to make it work. I mean, on the record, it really sounds like a slide. So let's try to do it like this. Maybe it's because this guitar is strung with 11 strings that it's a bit challenging now. Maybe if I would have 9 strings like Mick Taylor did, this would be more convenient. But hey, who needs convenience in life? Do we need convenience? Something like that. Now, okay, let's go from here then. All in legato. Now, this over A, as I mentioned before, major 6, perfect fifth. This is happening now over your A. So we have a major third, perfect fourth, major third again, tonic, perfect fifth, perfect fourth into major third. Back to perfect fourth. And this is going to now sound over a D chord, perhaps by accident, but it's pretty cool, I think. Because you will have a major second, major 9. It's pretty low, but doesn't matter. In the arrangement, of course, you have bass and other instruments, so it really sounds, it will sound like a major 9. And that, yeah, over the D chord, I mean, why not? D, tonic, major 7th, perfect 5th, over D. That's a major pentatonic line over your D chord. You could say this will sound like a major 7th, a major 9, a major 3rd, and this will be a tonic over A. So the whole line. And the way we should have played it. right. Shall we do a little bonus line? So yeah, here's a little bonus line. I mean, you could say this is still part of the solo. I think it's now, I mean, it starts to really sound like an improvisation. The singing is picked up here. Mick Taylor plays now on the neck pickup, and he continues together with Mick Jagger and plays something like this. A little bit like Hendrixy things. So we have something like that. Pretty beautiful. Major second up to the major third with a hammer on, together with the perfect fifth over D, played as two strings together. You would say you played two strings as one. This is a major 7. You won't really hear it as a major 7. It goes really quickly. So it will sound like a major 6 over here to the perfect fifth. Pretty beautiful. Two strings together over your D. It sounds like major 6 and major 9 together. Tonic and perfect fifth together. Thought of as an A major line, of course, but over D you could say major third, major 9 again. And this will land on your A chord again. On A this will sound like perfect fifth, major 6 and A tonic. Okay, and that concludes our guitar solo tutorial on Winter by the Rolling Stones. Mick Taylor's guitar solo. I think this is the way he does it. Please let me know in the comments if this was clear enough to you, and let me know if you have any questions. Don't hesitate to just ask. Hey, thank you very much for watching this, and hopefully this was of any use to you. Please let me know in the comments if it was or if it wasn't, and why it wasn't, and how can I improve on this. Of course, to me it's always great fun to go back to my musical roots. Really hope that this playing style will stay alive in the realm of recorded and live music. If you got something cool out of this content, of course supporting my channel is of great help. There's many lesson material items on my Buy Me a Coffee page, and I'll also leave a link to my Patreon page, so with memberships you will get free access to these items. And also just liking, subscribing and sharing and any other form of support is very much appreciated. For now, please take care. Behave. I will see each other soon.